Hey guys, Wallen Customs here, and today we are gonna fix the hips for my Super Saiyan 3 Dragon Stars Goku figure right here. So I just got a whole bunch of Dragon Star figures, and I was about to start the review, starting with Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and I noticed his hip joints are horrible. I fixed this one over here basically, and it's a lot better now. So basically, what it was is that first off, this is actually a hip swivel right here, and then you have a ball joint over here. And what I noticed is that the ball joint is really loose, so there's basically, no friction in there, and it's no friction in there, so it can't even move the swivel in the leg right here. So, like for instance, you have this figure. This is the first version of Super Saiyan Goku. You can move the swivel right there, the hip, really easily. You can move down the leg, the peg right there. There's a ball joint inside there, but it's a lot better and it moves a lot better right there. As you can see, this one, the ball joint and the socket are so loose that there's no friction. It pops out, and since there's no friction, you can't even move the swivel. So not only that, the hip right here is actually pretty tight. So I use a pliers right here and I moved it around a little bit just to get it loosened up, which is a lot better now. So for this hip right here, this ball joint, I really fixed it. I got some super glue. I put it inside the socket and I stuck the ball joint in there and I rotated it a little bit for a while. So now this one, as you can see, the hip joint swivel moves nicely and you can move the legs around right there. It's a little squeaky because a little bit too much super glue. I could use some silicone shock oil, just smooth that up a little bit and it should be fine. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. We want these ball joints to be a little bit more tighter so we get better articulation and the legs don't pop out. So for this one, we're gonna put some super glue in here. I'm using Gorilla Glue right now with the brush. This is not bad. I usually use Crazy Glue, but it's just being pretty good to me so far, so I keep using it. But whatever has a brush, I prefer because it's a lot easier to know exactly how much you're going to use. So just a little bit, brush it in there. Try to get in focus. Right there, brush it around the socket. That's enough. And now we stick in the ball joint. And I've done this for a lot of different videos on fixing ball joints and whatnot, so this shouldn't be new to some of you people. And now that you have the ball joint in there, you want to rotate it around a little bit. Rotate it like that. Right there, we're rotating the ball joint. So we want the super glue to dry around the ball and the socket, basically forming a new layer inside there to just tighten up the joint, make more friction, so it could be a lot more stiffer right there. And right now you can see the hip joint is moving, the hip swivel is moving a lot better now. So there you go. So depending on what kind of crazy glue you use, some might dry a little bit faster compared to the other one. So just keep rotating it around. You don't want it to fully dry and get stuck. But sometimes what I like to do is I like to let it dry for like 10 seconds just to get some dryness and friction in there, and then you rotate it again. So get the drying process to go a little bit faster. But yeah, just keep rotating, let it dry fully. Like this one's pretty good. I might, like I said before, I might hit it with some silicone shock oil, clean it up inside there. It'd be good as new. But yeah, I'm gonna rotate this right now, and then when I'm done, I'll show you the end result. Alright guys, time has gone by right now, and he's a lot better. I fixed up the ball joints. They're nice and smooth now, nice and firm. They're not gonna pop out, and it feels a lot better. Also, this one, I had too much super glue in it, so I put some silicone shock oil in there, and it's a little bit better now, so I'm really happy. This figure's pretty fun. I like it a lot. I'm not sure if you guys have experienced such problems with your other Dragon Star figures, or maybe it's just one in particular, because I haven't really had problems with my Dragon Star figures with their hips, really. This pretty much is the first time I have encountered such a problem, so if you do have any kind of a problem, tighten up those ball joints in the socket, loosen up that hip joint, and there you go. So that's about it, guys, and look forward to the review of this. He's a pretty cool figure right here. Thank you for watching. Like always, comment, criticize, subscribe, do whatever you want to pay attention. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Like the video, give it a thumbs up. Peace!